In the last 10 years, more than 1,000 of you would-be entrepreneurs have asked me, how do I start a business? Almost every single one of you is paralyzed by limiting beliefs that have held you back for years. Here's the truth. You can start a business where you have complete freedom, make millions a year in revenue, and don't hate your life. I know because I've done it myself 4 times. I built the largest technology bootcamp in Canada and grew a community of over 14 million people. My portfolio of online businesses brings in over $13.8 million in revenue a year. Entrepreneurship should be about building your dreams, not a prison. But first, you need to avoid the 6 limiting beliefs and mistakes that entrepreneurs have. If you don't deal with them, you're going to sabotage your business dreams. I'm going to expose the 6 limiting beliefs and then give you the framework you need to build a multi-million-dollar business and have fun doing it. I'm going to give it to you mid-adventure to prove you can make millions and enjoy life at the same time. So let me show you how. The first step is simple. Don't overthink shit. Overthinking is the silent killer of progress. The first limiting belief you must overcome is your lack of clarity. 99% of advice is just noise. The real answer, just start. It's that simple. Forget the LLC, tax return, website, and logo. Until you have your first customer, that's nothing but procrastination. In reality, you only need 2 things to start a fulfilling business. 1, a product or service that's solving a pain point, and 2, a paying customer. Yes, I know. This is my journal, a computer, a camera, and a backpack. It's all I need for this adventure ahead. And here's the point. To build a business, there are only a few essentials you need to get started. So don't overcomplicate it. Now you know the problem, your lack of clarity. So what's the solution? You need to find your whole body calling. It's either a hell yes or a no. You want to spend your time in business on something that aligns with your mind, your body, your soul, and your spirit. You need to tune in to what really gives you energy and then what drains you. I wouldn't be where I'm at if I didn't love what I do. Every day I'm playing an infinite game. I build businesses I love helping founders. I love building systems. I love building communities. I love building Founder OS. And I enjoy working with my team, and it's all within my whole body calling. Start with your ikigai if you're looking to get started here. This is what's going to help you find your calling in life. It's the intersection of what you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what you can be paid for. I was in a rough place 7 years ago. I found myself lost in life. From the outside, everything looked great, but inside I was dying. I felt confused, overwhelmed, anxious, depressed. I set my mind on changing my circumstances. I began reading every day. I came across this ikigai exercise. And so I got a pen and paper out and I just wrote everything I could think of in these 4 quadrants. In the center was building systems, growing audiences, helping founders, and traveling the world. You can do this too. Grab a pen and paper and complete this exercise. It'll change your life. If you want some help with this, you can go to the link in the description. There's a link to my free Ikigai template. And while you're down there, feel free liking and subscribing to this channel. This stage is the best stage. You have a world of possibilities at your fingertips and infinite ways you can go. So enjoy it and dream big. Oh, and yes, I'm in Alula, Saudi Arabia right now. Why? Every 6 weeks, I take a break from the world and escape to somewhere new for 10 days. I call it a soul trip. These breaks are like a mental recess. They give me space to think, hike, write, relax, and play. And they help me bring massive clarity to my life so I can fine-tune my vision for what I'm looking to build. I build businesses my way. I live a different form of entrepreneurship, autopreneurship. I build systems to automate the growth of my businesses, and I explore the world. My goal is to go to all 195 countries before I die. Join me as I drop some knowledge and explore Alula. At this point, I usually get asked, okay, well, how do I know I found the perfect idea? This is the second mistake that can stop you from starting a business. I call it perfection paralysis, and it's the number one thing holding entrepreneurs back. Once you overcome your lack of clarity, you experience doubt. Doubt you can find the perfect idea. Founders often confront me with the question, so how do I know when I found the perfect idea? This is the biggest bottleneck to the entrepreneur journey. And to overcome this, you must defeat the second limiting belief, perfection paralysis. We're now here in Alula, and there is no shortage of paths that we can take. Every day, there's some new place that we could go. Old Town, Elephant Rock, Grand Canyon, Hegra. The possibilities are endless. And much like building a business, there is no perfect, predictable plan on where to go. So what's the solution? You got to ship fast, iterate, and get 1% better every day. And that's exactly what we're here to do. So let's do it. Us entrepreneurs, we're all similar. We all want freedom, clarity, peace of mind, success, and have a burning desire to achieve our goals. But the perfect logo, the perfect offer, the perfect website, the perfect product, it all gets in the way. Perfectionism is your worst enemy. Perfectionism is the killer of progress. Get going and then get good. Ask yourself these 3 questions. Who can I help? Who cares? And who can buy? Every successful company on earth answers these 3 questions. They all built something people love, or even better, something people couldn't live without. The best entrepreneurs ship fast, get feedback, iterate, and they are relentless. Entrepreneurs wait for the perfect idea, keep perfecting their product, and then never ship. The result? They don't prove anything to anyone. Don't be a entrepreneur. I still don't have everything figured out in my business. There are so many unknowns, but every day I focus on getting 1% better. I have an amazing team that is capable of accomplishing anything we dream of, and we get better together. If you're looking for a great business idea, here are some profitable business idea recipes. What are you really good at? What do you wish someone had built for you? What are your biggest daily frustrations? What could you work on for the next 10 years? What content does your audience love? What do people ask for your help with? And what do you love doing in your spare time? When you're clear on your ikigai, you can begin to add business models to your calling. Here are some business models to consider. You can build a paid community, launch a digital product, build a course, release a book, or create an agency. Most people believe you need to have everything figured out, then launch a business. The truth is, it's the opposite. You launch and then you figure it out. The dangerous trap we all fall into mid-adventure is getting lost in the noise we've created for ourselves. Hustle culture is the worst disease of the 21st century. It's created this limiting belief that you can't have it all. It's a scarcity mindset. You've been sold a lie. You believe to be successful, you have to sacrifice relationships and personal freedom. As a result, you neglect your physical well-being. I did it too, until I realized every hour I invest in my body reaps 2 hours of productivity. Your health is not a burden, it's your powerhouse. The more you invest in your inner world, the more your outer world transforms. Building my first business, BitMaker, almost broke me. From the outside, everything looked amazing. Inside, I was dying. BitMaker was unstoppable from the outside, but inside, I was unraveling. We trained over 2,000 software engineers, and then the big moment. General Assembly acquired us. Life-changing money, but not life-changing happiness. Post-acquisition, I was drowning in depression, anxiety, and burnout. I was breaking inside. The final year at BitMaker was by far my toughest. Success had a dark side. My life was crumbling, and I turned to alcohol. I finally realized that after years of coping, that I needed to change. For my health and for my future. When I felt unfocused, I would run. When I felt uninspired, I would read. When I felt upset, I would breathe. If I felt burnt out, I would seek nature. If I felt tired, I would go for a walk. And if I felt lonely, I would phone a friend. I slowed down, relaxed, and came to learn that slow is smooth and smooth is fast. I explored my passions, my future, and my calling, and I found my purpose, helping 100 million founders accomplish their dreams through proven systems. I realize now that for me, entrepreneurship is a path to controlling the 4 W's in life. Control where I work, when I work, who I work with, and what I work on. Traditional entrepreneurship was dark for me. Now with the 4 W's woven into the DNA of my mindset, I have complete freedom. I'm able to travel the world to places like Alula, Saudi Arabia, share my approach to entrepreneurship, and enjoy epic experiences with people I love, like my girlfriend here behind the camera. The goal of this video is to inspire you to take action. Inspiration is cheap. I want to give you the tools, the tactics, and the systems to get you out of the endless trap of entrepreneurship. So let's move on to the next limiting belief. The journey of starting your own business is already hard enough as it is. Elon Musk once said,
"Starting a company is like eating glass and staring into the abyss."
So why make the journey any harder? The next limiting belief is picking a hard business. Do yourself a favor, avoid picking a hard business. It's like picking the difficult route on a hike. It's not smart.
All right, this is so fucking stupid. I don't know where the fuck we're going.
Easy mode business models include digital products, paid communities, and subscription services. Hard mode businesses include brick and mortar retail, software, and labor-intensive businesses. Don't dedicate your life and energy to something that fails to reach your goals and drains you. Score your ideas as quickly as possible. 99% of success is choosing the right business to build. What you work on is more important than anything else. Here's how you can score them. To score your business ideas, you first need to establish your criteria. Write down the 5 to 10 most ideal aspects that must exist in your dream business. My criteria look like this. It must feel like play. The business needs to be able to grow to 20 million a year. People want it. It's highly scalable. I control 95% of the business. I love the problem. I love the customer. And it takes me 1 month to build the MVP. I have a competitive advantage and there's founder product fit. I use these criteria to create Founder OS. I now help founders get to $5 million and beyond, leveraging proven systems to grow a profitable audience. So get a pen and paper, put your business ideas across the top. These are the columns, and then put your criteria down the sides. These are the rows. For each of your business ideas, you should give them a score 1 to 10. 1 if the idea does not fit the criteria, and 10 if it completely hits the criteria. When I'm starting my business, I also get clear on my wants. It's important you have an abundance mindset. Dream big. What would really get you excited? My list of wants is long, but it's clear. I will create something that I want to spend the rest of my life working on. I will get to $30 million cash in the bank in the next 3 years. I will have creative freedom. I will have the ability to work from anywhere on my schedule. I will be the fittest I've ever been, and I will have a deep sense of connection and love while creating. If you want to travel the world while building your company, write it down. If you want to operate alone without the need for a team, write it down. If you want to build a business in silence and work with friends, write it down. If you want to hike 10 miles on a whim in one of the most magical places in the Middle East, write it down. That's what I did. You are signing up for a journey that needs no further obstacles. Don't be the bottleneck to your own success. Do not get in your own way. When I overcame this limiting belief, I began to build businesses that multiplied my energy. I went from building a founder prison to founder freedom. I focus on what I love: writing, designing, hiking, traveling the world, building, and hiring A players. And I delegate things that drain me: coding, operations, video editing, and meetings. I automate my businesses with systems. I build vibrant communities like I have with my 3 other successful companies, and I travel the world. I focus on what I'm great at: building systems, hiring, designing, copywriting, and scaling communities to 14 million. Whatever your mission is, focus on the 4 W's. Choose an easy mode business, and don't make the journey harder than it needs to be. Okay, now the typical entrepreneur says to me, okay, Matt, I have an idea and I'm ready to start shipping, but to get started, don't I need money? No, you don't. The next limiting belief holding you back is your perceived funding requirements. Society sells you a lie. They tell you to be successful, you need to raise money. You need to have some billion-dollar vision. You need to scale at all costs. You need to build a massive team, and you need to have some office, and maybe even need to have a co-founder. They tell you that you need thousands of customers. It's all a load of BS. You don't need to raise money. You don't need to neglect your health. You don't need to give up being a great parent. You don't need an office. You don't need a massive team. You don't need to postpone your dreams. You do not need to settle. What you need is creativity, because creativity is the seed of greatness. Look at where we are, Alula. It would have been quite easy to look at this place and only see rocks and sand, but there is so much to see and so much opportunity to build. My friend Eduardo and the team at Habitat saw an opportunity to create an oasis, a place for people to decompress, to relax, to explore nature and the insane scenery of Alula. Creativity and nature can work wonders. The same creativity can unlock wonders in your life. Go where your creativity brings you. Don't hold back. You have a unique vision to birth to the world. You are worthy of creating a business and a life you love. Here's how I would start a business this year. Step 1, build an audience. I would use X and LinkedIn. Step 2, create a ConvertKit newsletter. Step 3, get feedback from your audience on what they want to see you build. Step 4, launch an MVP. And step 5, learn and iterate. Remember, every dollar you raise from investors is a piece of your company that's no longer yours. It's also a commitment to grow at an unnatural pace. You don't need funding, especially when you're just getting started. You need creativity. You can build a lean machine without raising any capital, launch a minimum viable product, use no-code tools like Zapier, ConvertKit, and Notion to run your business without expensive custom solutions. Get cash from customers by using pre-launches and wait lists for upcoming products, and steer clear of hard business problems that need lots of capital up front. There are plenty of easier ideas out there. Even if you have a great idea that works, it's impossible to scale without leveraging systems. The next limiting belief is not leveraging systems. Ignoring systems is how you get stuck on a small business, stuck struggling to function or make a profit. This isn't a video about telling you what you need to be successful. This is all about creating your vision for success. And the key to making it all work? Systems. Success, like anything else, is a system, an OS. As your business scales, you're going to need all kinds of systems. Systems for tech, hiring, design, content, copywriting, automation, and audience growth. This video is a system. There is no shortage of ways systems can transform your life as a founder. If you're looking for systems to scale, you're in the right place. The founder freedom movement starts here. Subscribe and like this video for more systems to scale your business. It's time to get what you deserve, to build a business that serves us, not sacrifice everything to build a business that you hate. We create a business that works for us. We create an intentional lifestyle. We design our schedule to optimize for joy. We don't fundraise. Bootstrapped is beautiful. We don't scale at all costs. We stay small and sustainable. We despise offices. We believe in location freedom. The world is our office. Freedom shouldn't be an afterthought. Commit to the 4 W's: where, when, what, and with whom, and watch your empire thrive. We challenge the status quo. The masses lean on popular beliefs. Systems designers craft their own. When the world says it's impossible, you see it as an invitation. When they say it's risky, you recognize opportunity. Build a life full of exploration, adventure, and fulfillment. If you want to build a business that empowers you to live your dreams, you belong with us.